Hi everyone, let's continue with the PostgreSQL DBA administration basic task. So let's see the status of the Postgres services. So all services up and running. Now connect to the PISC database level, see the database. So as a DBA, we can think of where actually my database are sitting or where those database are reside. So main thing is like it's all the database data files that relate to this database, it's sitting on um, under the main base directory. So this is the path. So if you go to that path, here is my other session. So here there is a base directory. So if I go to the base, under there are different subdirectories with the digit. So this digit or OID is pointing to each database name. Like you see, here are 4 databases, so 4 databases, five of them are pointing here. So now if I create a new database, DemoDB2 database has been created, and if I type here, you will see that there is a new directory has been created. So now what the relationship? So we can get the relationship by typing, see the definition. So there is a table called pg underscore database, and if I select for to query id and date name from pg database, to finish the query we have to put that semicolon. So here we can see that each OID is related to each database. So when you create any table space by default, PG default table space, it's underneath there, because if I, for example, if I go to the demo DB2, which is 32791, you can see there are different subdirectories also there. So I'm not going through all the details. Let's go through with some other views, or you can go through some like T PG underscore table space. You can get similar information like which OID is related to which table space. So now let's get the database list, then connect to the database demo DB2, connect it there, just create a table here, create table demo table. So create table, insert into, sorry, I put the wrong name, table name. So table will be this one. So here I have insert. Now Postgres, it's by default it's committed data unless we use the begin statement before in running insert. If we put into begin, otherwise it knows that it's a commit. So now do a checkpoint. Checkpoint. So I've done a checkpoint here, and to get the location, like for example this object, the table I created, I would like to see the where this table is located. So select Postgres relation file path and this table name. It will give me a path. So if I go to that path now, so first this is going to 32791. So 32791, if you look there, the 32791 is demo db2. So here I have already connected to, because if you see the CAN info, connection information, you can say I'm connected to demo db2. So underneath that there is a file structure. This is for pg default. It's going to pg default path, and it's creating the object underneath there. Let's say something with enable or disable session from the database level or session level or system level. So um, to disable the session, like what I'm saying, if you see the database here, so if I connect, I can connect to, for example, demo db2. So it's allowing me to connect to the demo db2 database. Now I'm going to disable that one so that it doesn't allow to connect. So what I have to do, alter database name. So I need to connect to the first Postgres database. So master database. So now alter database name. So that is with allow connection. Connection to false. Oh, I think with the allow underscore connection. Allow underscore connection to false. Yes is missing. So now database has altered. Let's try to connect to demo2 database. So now I'm getting a message is not currently accepting connection. So that means that database connection has been disabled at the database level. So to enable that one again, what we need to do, we need to put this value to true, and I can connect to the database level. Now if we'd like to change that into system level, then we need to modify the HBA config file. So that is from database level. Now if we'd like to do the same thing, like to disable the client connection, then we have to put an entry to the sba_conf file. So how we can find that one again? So if you go to the directory, this configuration file, um, client authentication is controlled by this file. This is actually all the database parameters file, and this hbaconf pg_hba.conf file has got all the different client authentication rules. So to disable anything, we need to put an entry and put the reject method. So I'm not going to add this now, but if you want to disallow any connection, you can go there and modify this file. Now let's go through some topics with deadlock. What is deadlock? In a database, a deadlock is a situation when two or more transactions are waiting for each other to give up locks. So here I'll go through a lab session so that we can test that feature, how PostgreSQL works deadlock. So first I'm going to create a table. Adding some values there. Can do a checkpoint. And describe that particular table. So you can see data here, 2 rows. There's a parameter which is deadlock timeout. So put it here, see the parameter value is 1 second. So what we are going to do, we are not committing here, we are just trying to run a session, begin command. I am going to second session here. SQL, let's say connect to the database demo db2. So connected there. Time. If I just run this one from my first session, update is complete. Now if I go to second session and update here, so now it's hanging. How do I know if I try to run this SQL to from my session 1, so it's immediately messes that deadlock detected. So we set up here that how we can get the deadlock. To get the more details, we can go to log directory if you want. So show okay, if I want to cancel, so just cancel now. I don't know, say to press. We want to see the log path. So log directory is under log. So let's go from another session. Quit. I think you're already there. No. So data directory. We are going to the main directory where you install the software, and there should be log. So because it's showing me log, that means it's the main directory underneath main directory. So cd log. Now if I go here, because it's fresh new, so I can see that log is there. Now if we look for tel -30 and reject connection, no, we'd like to see that log information, because I set that up that for it's getting that one for testing. Now we'll do a lab session with the long running queries. So for that, what we can do from the first session, just run a query. So let it run for a few minutes. I'll be back soon. So here I am back. Let's run the query from the second session. So it's over 6 minutes. $300. So I just missed that one. Let's start again. Let's check again. So this session is running over 2 minutes. So we can, this is for testing purpose, I put into 5 minutes, but think when you expect a job it will run for 10 minutes, but it's running for more than 30 minutes. So, and you would like to cancel that session. So what you can do, you can just do a safer way to stop the query. And if you find that process is still stuck and it's hanging there, then you can just forcefully kill that session from the OS level. So here I'm going to just cancel the session. So this is session and cancelled, and I'm getting a message that cancelling statement due to user request. That conclude the lab of long running session, how we can kill that one if we need to. And if we run that SQL and a proof, so no session, they are all idle, nothing active session. So thank you very much.